Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video here at Edibits. In today's video, I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I hate Pro Tools, 3 reasons why I love Pro Tools, and why I'm going to stop using Pro Tools in my productions. Before we start, let's roll the intro. So the first reason why I hate Pro Tools is because the free version sucks. I don't think it sucks because of the limitations they have. I think that's fine. It's a free version, so we cannot ask for too much. So we cannot ask for VST integration, even though it would be nice, but it's understandable that they don't have VST's integration, and also there's a limit on the number of tracks that you can have. Even though 16 is, I think, is kind of a low value, but it is what it is. I'm okay with the limitations in the free version. The problem that I have is not, and when I say it sucks, is not that it's limited, it's that it has a lot of bugs. Mostly, I don't know if it's my system, if it's what's happening here in my studio. Sometimes I'm prompted with the login dialog and it doesn't show anything. It's just an empty box. So I have to stop or get out of that window, close Pro Tools, and then reopen again Pro Tools so that I can have the pop-up window showing correctly the boxes so that I can log in. So that's one of the bugs that really annoys me, because in opening the tool or opening Pro Tools and then closing it and then opening again, 10 minutes go by or sometimes even more. And I also found some strange bugs with my audio interface. Every time I set up the interface, I have to constantly go and set up the interface. I don't know, it doesn't save the interface configurations. I don't know if it's just my system or not, but that's something really annoying that once in a while I have to go and change the interface. And I mean, I don't know if it's just the free version. The other versions are fine, but it really annoys me every time that I want to load the plugin or load the DAW and start working. I always face issues, and not always. I don't say always, but a lot of times I face issues and it takes 10, 15, 5 minutes just for me to start working, and it's kind of a pain. And I think it's for, I don't know in the other versions, but the free version is very buggy. And if I'm using the free version to try out Pro Tools and I found a lot of bugs on it, I'm not going to buy the higher or the professional versions or the monthly membership or whatever. The second reason why I hate Pro Tools is that it's the slowest one to open. And I'm going to show you now the speed of the 4 DAWs that I have installed in my system: FL Studio, Ableton Live, Studio One, and Pro Tools, and you will see how long it takes for each one to open. As you saw, Pro Tools takes a long time compared with the other ones. And the fastest one is FL Studio. And I don't know why. To be honest, I'm a software engineer that works in audio for automotive. So I understand software and I understand audio. So whenever this happens, for me, it's just crazy. I don't know why they keep scanning plugins. They could just scan the first time, create a database, and that's it. And whenever I feel that I want to scan the database again because I installed a new plugin or whatever, I would tell the software, hey, scan these folders for new plugins, and then it would update the database. But every time it's scanning the plugins, even the free version, which is kind of strange because you cannot have extra VSTs. So it's only scanning its own plugins. So I don't understand. Imagine that I have all my plugins and I have a list of 500 plugins. How long does it take for it to scan all the plugins? And I don't even want to know. But if that's the limitation, or if I don't know, in the other in the other versions of Pro Tools that you have to pay, if that's faster or not. But again, I'm basing it on the free version, which is the version that I'm going to get to test the software to see if I want to buy it or not. So that's, for me, it's a no-go, and I think it's, I don't know, poor design, and it takes a long time to open, and I don't like that. The third reason why I hate Pro Tools is because it's too expensive. And I mean, I'm not against buying software. I bought a lot of software over this YouTube journey, and I even bought another DAW. And I think you should pay for software, and I think it's something that is inevitable. If you want to have good products, you have to pay for them. At the same time, the only options they give you is either a free version, a monthly version, monthly subscription, and there's 2 subscriptions, and then the ultimate version. So if I don't want to pay monthly for something, which I totally don't want to, I like to go to somewhere, buy the DAW, and that's it, and it's mine forever, that version at least. And one of the great things that I love about FL Studio is that you buy it once and you have lifetime free updates. And that's, for me, that's something that every time something comes up in FL Studio that I think it can help in my workflow, I'm totally ready to buy. And I have a lot of love for FL Studio because of that. And they don't pay me to promote their software, but I think they don't need to. I think it's one of the best DAWs in the market, and they are always improving the DAW, and I think that's something really amazing. And I have the highest version possible right now. So and I'm happy to pay FL Studio or ImageLine for software because of that. They guarantee me that you pay it and you will always have future updates. So as much as I can, as much as is financially possible for me, and it makes sense for my studio and my cases, I'm happy to give money to ImageLine because I know that they will create better products for me in the future. But Pro Tools, I don't know. So that's something that I really like. I like to go somewhere, pay 100, 200, 500, 10, 20, whatever it is the amount. I pay it and I get it. And if I don't have a lifetime updates, that's fine, but I can have that version forever for me. And with a monthly or a subscription payment plan, I cannot have that. And whenever I stop paying the subscription, I cannot use the software anymore, or it reverts back to the free version. And I don't like that, especially here in my production environment. I don't like that. I like to pay for something and I own it. And I stay away from monthly subscriptions the most that I can. The only subscriptions that I pay is water, electricity, rent, what else? Heating, even though the heating is included in the rent. So all the basic stuff to live. But when it comes to music, I like to pay once and I like to have it forever, at least that version forever. And I don't want to pay $30 every month to get a Pro Tools version, because I don't use Pro Tools that much to justify that. And even though I use it in most of my productions, I mean, it's not something that it will justify. Of course, if you're making money with Pro Tools, that's more than justifiable, but for me it doesn't make sense. I like to pay once and get the software. And then we have the higher subscription, which is $80. It is what it is. And then we have the Pro Tools Ultimate. And this one is the one that I like, that would make me like, this is the version that I would pay for. And which is like, you pay once and you get it forever. And it costs close to 700 euros. And I mean, when I say it's expensive, it's not that oh, it should be way less because the software doesn't give me value. No, it's, I wanted more options. Like, instead of the 700 euro options, you could give me like a 200 euro option, or I don't know, 400 and 100, whatever. You could limited stuff and offer a cheaper package. Because for my case, at least, I'm not going to spend 700 euros on Pro Tools just to mix. I can do that in FL Studio, and I have the highest version, and I also have access to all my VSTs. So I don't know. Those are the three reasons why I hate Pro Tools. And now I'm going to talk about the three reasons why I love Pro Tools. So the first reason why I love Pro Tools is that it's the best, or at least for me, in the way I mix, is the best workflow for mixing. And it's kind of sad because I have this thing of using Pro Tools. I really want to use Pro Tools, but then I have the negatives. And the negatives are really, really making me not using Pro Tools anymore. And this is one of the things that I love about Pro Tools, is the mixing workflow that I have. And I really enjoy because it's easy to do gain staging. The plugins are really cool looking, and I've been using Pro Tools, I don't know, maybe in the past for, I don't know, 5-10 years or whatever, and I really I'm comfortable using the tool, I understand it, and I think it's really cool. The second reason why I love Pro Tools is that it's a standard in professional music studios. So every time you go to a professional music studio, nowadays I think it can change. You can find other DAWs in professional music studios, but most of the time you will find Pro Tools. So if you know how to work with Pro Tools, that's a really good thing to go anywhere, any professional studio, and you will be comfortable or at home working with the DAW. The third reason why I love Pro Tools is that it has a very good audio recording workflow. And some of the best tracks that I recorded were in Pro Tools in the past. So I really enjoy the way they have the workflow for recording, which I hate in FL Studio, to be honest. But in Pro Tools, I really like it. And yeah, so these good things. So the good thing about mixing and the good thing about recording and being one of the standards in professional music studios, it's some of the things that I really love about about Pro Tools. But at the same time, I have the things that I hate, which now is topping that, because I recently, and this is why I will stop using Pro Tools. I recently bought Studio One Artist, and it cost me 50 euros. I will say it again. It cost me 50 euros compared with 500 or 700 from Pro Tools or a monthly subscription. And this one, I bought it, and at least Studio One 5, I will have it forever. Whenever I want, in 10 years, I can go to the website, my account, download it and install it, and it works like it works today. That's something that I value as a customer. And it cost me 50 euros because I had I don't know, I think it's somewhere here. I had a audio box USB from PreSonus, and with that it came a Studio One Artist, but it was version 3. And the upgrade to version 5 was only 50 euros. But even if I didn't have the upgrade, the version 5 Artist costs only 100 euros or $100, and which is a little bit cheaper than 100 euros. But let's round it out to $100 or 100 euros. And It comes with VST integration. It comes, I don't know the exact number, the limit of tracks, but it has a huge amount of tracks available. So, but there's still a limit. And there's some features removed from the Studio One version 5 Artist, but I'm fine with it. I went through the complete list of features and I really like it. And I said, okay, I can live with this, at least for 100 euros or 50 in my case. I can live with these limitations. So I bought it this week and I'm going to use it way more. And I'm not saying I'm going to uninstall Pro Tools. I still have some projects there, but I'm not going to use Pro Tools anymore, and that's why. And it makes me sad making this video, because I really would like to have a paid version of Pro Tools. But again, I'm not. I have my studio, and I make money with music, but at the same time, it's not justifiable for me to pay $30 or $79 every month just to have Pro Tools, because I already have other DAWs that I can use, and okay, they don't give me the same workflow for audio tracking or for mixing, but I can do the same job there. I can have the same quality, the same standards that I have for mixing in Pro Tools. I can use them in mixing in FL Studio or Studio One or Ableton or any other DAW for that matter. So it's a mixed feeling that I get, but mostly the thing that annoyed me the most was the bugs that I found on the free version. And I know it's a free version, so we cannot ask for too much, but at least I think as a customer, even for the free version, one thing that I can ask is a good experience. Because if I see your version and it's a free version and I download it and I used it on a daily basis or a weekly or whatever, I use it to create some project. But every now and then I got problems with my interface because it doesn't work. If I have FL Studio open and then I open Pro Tools, the audio is just completely wrong. It has a lot of underruns and the audio sucks. So I have to close Pro Tools, close FL Studio, open again Pro Tools, and it takes like 15 minutes again for me to start working. So it's just something that I don't see in the other DAWs. I can have FL Studio open, Ableton open, Studio One open, all talking to the same interface, and I have no issues. But then I open up Pro Tools, and then the issues come. Then there's the issue of the login and being one of the slowest DAWs to open. I could actually accept that, or not think about it in a bad way, being the slowest. But again, I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's something that I think I'm seeing. It's like a lot of competition from the other DAWs, a lot of competition from Studio One with cheap prices and great functionality and great workflow. And I don't see Pro Tools giving that to customers. It's a little bit in the same wheel as it was 10 years ago. And now we see some competition from other DAWs. And I think, at least for me and my future recommendations, I will not talk about Pro Tools anymore. I will not recommend Pro Tools, unfortunately, because I really enjoy the DAW. But from now on, I would say my DAWs for production, FL Studio, second one Ableton. For mixing, I would say Studio One. And it's unfortunate that I have to do this video, but it is what I feel, and it's my frustration using this software that I really love and I would like to see work better. So I don't know, probably no one will see this video from Pro Tools and no one cares, and they still have their own customers that are happy with it. But I'm also a customer and I don't like it. So these are my thoughts and why I will stop using Pro Tools in the future. And there's no hate, I really love this DAW. But and none of the other companies pay me to make this video. This is my own opinion, This is my own experience with the DAWs. And even though Studio One is a kind of relatively new DAW in my studio, in my workflow, if I have problems with Studio One, I will talk about it also. So no biased thoughts or opinions here. It's just my experience, what I like it, what I don't like it, and why I'm using it and why I'm not using it. So that's it, guys. This was a small rant about some of the great DAWs that I see not keeping up, and yeah, it is what it is. So if you are new here to this channel, subscribe and activate the notifications so that you can see more videos from me. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also consider supporting this channel by buying one of the products at dailybeats.pt or become a premium member, and you'll have access to the exclusive videos that I do just for members, and you will also have access to the sample packs that I have for the members. They are free, and we have a huge library of sample packs so that you can download them and increase or better your sound library so that you can make more music with them. And also you will have access to project files and the exclusive Q&A sessions where I gather all of your questions and answer in videos directly to you so that I can help you speed up your process or your learning process and make you a better producer faster. So that's it. My name is Tiago Duarte, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.